I got new brakes for the rear.
Brembo pad. We got Brembo brake discs. The adapter literally sheared itself, like it just died.
There's a little bit of meat on them, they weren't that bad. Yo guys, I'm back. I've got some stuff lined up, some parts have been ordered, some parts have finally arrived as well. And today we're doing one that's actually, it's more of a maintenance thing. My rear brakes have actually, they're like quite thin right now, they need changing. So I thought I'd do them at home. So I got new brakes for the rear. And yeah, we're gonna fit them today. Okay, yeah, so let's get started then with the video. You know what? I might as well give you guys a quick cold start as well. Okay, yeah, so for the brakes, we've actually got Brembo pads, and let me get them out 1 second. We've got Brembo brake discs as well. I'll leave links for all of them down below in the description, all the links for everything, all the disc pads. There's different types you can get for Golfs, like different variations. So I'll leave all that down below if you do want to do this job yourself. But yeah, just need to move the car around and get up on the jack. So before we get into this, I might as well try to show you guys my pads, how thin they are. I don't know if you can see it in there, but it's just that bit at the bottom. But I don't know if you can tell, but that's the brake disc, the actual, like this, the pad, the start of the pad. And the actual part that is used is a like indent. There's not much left on that. And the rim of the disc, because our disc needs doing as well. Because discs, you can't tell on camera, but there's a decent like ridge on discs. I don't know if you can tell. But yeah. And same as the other side is basically the same as them. Okay, so the pads are out, but this we're gonna hook it up to somewhere so it's standing, so it's like not falling, and then get the disc out. The disc came out next. The pads you can see here, there's a little bit of meat on them. They weren't that bad. The other side's worse, I think it is. One side's quite bad. So yeah, and you can see if you look at this bottom piece is just a holder piece for you. So this top bit is the pad. Now mine aren't too thin, but if you get anything thinner than that, like half of that, you really want to change them because they should look like. Let me get a brand new one out for you guys. This should be looking like that. So I'll give you before and after. Okay, yeah, so I thought I'd add this in here. While we were doing the brakes, look what happened. So on the rear bolts, the caliper carrier bolts, this happened. The adapter literally sheared itself, like it just died. Oh, let me put it down. Look at this. Yeah, that's the top of it. Yeah, that's meant to be like that. You can see in there, you can see like the swirl marks, like not swirl marks. It's like you can see it's turned somewhere in it. We're turning this on there while it's in the bolt, and while it's in the bolt it goes like that. This stays off inside the bolt, and then that's just on the ratchet. You can take it off and like what the hell just happened, and yeah, that happened. It's the bolts that hold in the caliper carrier. They've actually been done right now. They're done now, but I'm just gonna add this in halfway through or something. You can see the bolt that is for where's it gone? This piece. Yeah, the bolt for this is behind there. Now that is what killed this. So to get it loosened by a garage, they managed to do it for free. But yeah, that's what it was. So be careful with that. If you go to a crap garage and get them done, they are going to over-tie on it with a gun or something. And yeah, stuff shears off. But yeah, we got that done, sorted out by a garage. They just loosened it for us, and then we used a different adapter and carried on. But yeah, that's why it took me about 3 weeks to sort them out as well. Okay, so I thought I'd do a voiceover for this bit, just because it's quite windy, you can hear me. But basically, we just knocked the old brake disc off, and you can hit as hard as you want, just don't hit the hub, because it's the old brake disc, you can throw it away anyway. And use the wire brush to clean the hub. Then you gotta get your new brake disc out, and get some white spirit, some sort of just cleaning solution, and just wipe it across there, just clean it up. There'll be some like grease or dirt, just get everything off the brake disc, just give it a quick rub, and then you can line it up. Now when you're putting it on, remember there's a retaining screw. You gotta get the retaining screw lined up, just like there, the top little screw. Get that in, and then once that's all in, you just gotta do it backwards. Put everything back on, throw the wheel back on, and then torque it all to spec. So 120 Newton meters. We're not tightening it with that. We're going to tighten it with the torque wrench, don't worry. But yeah. Okay, so the brakes are finally done. It took like what, 3 weeks, some shit like that. It took ages, man. You guys saw I had a broken adapter that snapped because of the inside bolts that are holding the caliper carrier in. They just died, you saw earlier. And then on top of that, the discs, I don't know, there's something with the discs where they seemed warped but they weren't. It's the way they're sitting, and they're sitting funny because it's like a tight fit and there's dirt there, so that got confusing as well. And oh, it's just such a long job. But brakes are done now, brakes are all done, car's all good, car's ready to go. We've got to get front brakes done eventually as well. Front brakes right now, they've got enough meat on them, they've got the decent amount still, but the rear ones, all Brembos on the back now, got to get Brembos on the front. And to be fair, once we go like stage 2 or something, we might implant GTI calipers or something, like put bigger brakes on maybe. But that's a future thing, that's a thing in, like, further in the future. But I'll show you them now, you can see what they look like. Okay, so this is the new disc. You can see it's all shiny. And then we've got the pads there, because they say Brembo on them. We've got a bit of copper grease on them as well, so they don't squeak or anything. Now, I made this video to show you guys all the problems you can actually have with doing brakes, not just like a garage doing them. I'll leave the video that I follow down below. It's an Autodoc one, it's like they show you how to do it, but they don't show anything you can encounter with a car that's old or doing tools at home. They have a lift, it's easier. But with my video, you can see common problems to have, issues you have with doing it at home, stuff like that. All the things that you have doing it yourself, not a garage doing it. So if you guys do get stuck and you can't understand my video, because I didn't show it too in depth, just follow that one. But any other problems like putting the caliper on, just use a rubber mallet and just hit it. It'll just sit on properly. What else is there? The adapter. We had to get a garage to loosen the bolt for us. They did it for free. They just unloosened it, just lifted it up, straight, cracked the bolt, that's it, and then gave it back to us. So that was free. And what other issues do we have? Other than that, I lost my lock nut. That was one thing, but I got another one. And yeah, that was it for the issues that we had. They weren't too bad. It was mainly just the disc was going on weird, and the bolts that snapped my old one, and I lost my lock nut as well. But other than that, we're all good. So yeah, job's done perfectly. And that's why I don't trust garages to do these like just any job in my car. I don't trust a garage to do work to my car, because look at the rear bolts on the caliper carrier. They tighten them so much with a gun that they literally snap the tool. Like you saw the metal, the sheer metal is hard, like that is strengthened metal kind of thing, that's solid to break. But when you got a bolt that tight, it does it. But yeah, brakes are done. And yeah, next now probably going to another cosmetic mod. Nearly 1,000 subscribers as well, so thanks for 800 already, 850 or whatever, on something mad like that. I don't even know how we got to that, but yeah. But probably gonna do splitter next, or side skirts, I'm not sure. I've got a nice side skirt for the side, I need to put them. They're not MK6 ones though, they're actually different ones. And I got a splitter for the front as well. You guys saw in the last video, there's a splitter for the front. That should be going on sometime next week, I'd say. Something like that, I'm thinking. And what do you guys think of a black roof I'm thinking of going for? So from here, all of this black, yeah, but you know, just, I don't know if I should end it at the spoiler or like cut it here or go the whole way. But then if we go for the whole way, the spoiler, then you do these parts as well, and there's a lot more to it, but yeah. That needs a lot of work still to do to this car. But yeah, that's it then for today. Remember to like, comment down below if you got any issues, just let me know, I'll try to help you out. And yeah, subscribe for more content, and there'll be more performance stuff, and I've got plans for exhaust again. When we get the remap done, I'm thinking of changing the exhaust up again. So it's gonna be even louder. But yeah, we're getting there. Cars are getting built slowly. But yeah, like, comment down below and subscribe. Thanks for watching.